Welcome back, Sandwalkers. Today we're going to be talking about Communinet number 8. And if you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Nebstar and I make content about survival crafting games and a lot of other ones. I've got a ton of channels, so make sure to check those out. And please, if you do enjoy this video today, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And let's jump right into the Q&A that they had during their Communinet number 8. If you guys aren't aware, Dune Awakening is set to launch early on June 5th and officially on June 10th. So the only way you get into the early start is if you buy their deluxe or ultimate edition. Other than that, you're gonna have to wait till June 10th. And for those of you who may have gotten a key from me from the giveaway for the beta weekend, I hope you guys really enjoyed Dune Awakening. And with all that out of the way, let's start with the first question. Okay, so the first question is, how long will queues be specifically during peak times given the fact that Haga Basin limit is 40 players? They answered this with, we'll keep a close eye on queues during both the head start and the main release date, monitoring and adjusting capacity as needed. There's always going to be some risk of some queuing, but we're planning as best as we can in terms of capacity, and we'll keep a close watch on how it develops and make continuous adjustments to server scaling. For the large beta weekend, we ran with a 60 player cap. Next question is from Maya. When you join your native Haga Basin, is there some kind of priority versus invited player? And they answered with, we'll put a limit on any invited visiting player on a Haga Basin to ensure that the ones who live there as their home, Haga Basin is less likely to be exposed to queues. Paris Musfoley asked, how important is the story in the game? As in, will it be something we follow through all of Haga Basin, or is it just going to be bits of lore found in labs? They say the story is very important. This is something that you'll follow through all of Haga Basin and beyond. You'll be introduced to a variety of characters that will push you along the path. After all, this is Dune, and the universe is the core experience, not just a backdrop. Mossy Sloth asked, will we be able to expect regular roadmaps for updates / additional content? Will there be one available at or shortly after launch? They say, keeping players informed about the state of the game and future development is very important to us, and we will be sharing information on future updates when ready. We do have a list of planned content, but we will be keeping eyes and ears out for input from the community at launch as well. So, along with this planned content, we want to also incorporate your ideas and feedback into those updates. This question is also from Mossy Sloth. How does map sharing work? Do I print a limited number of maps and sell them, or can I select an option to automatically share what's uncovered from my entire guild? After you unlock the making of a sync chart, plantologist skill, by the way, you can craft a sync chart and give / sell it to other players, whether they're guildmates or not. Hup1 Die, this person asks, with the addition of Legacy Dune OST and the Cardhag radio play, will there be any restrictions on live streaming around the radio? There shouldn't be any problems, but even so, there is a streamer mode that you can use to mute all music in the game. Oh, another one from Pharmasophol. Can we have several sets of skills we can swap between, or will we have to change each one on our hotbar each time? You will have to change each one on your hotbar whenever you want to swap out skills or techniques. Alberth asks, how many respawn points can be placed? Can you choose where to respawn? Their response was, when you die, you have a couple options of where to respawn. Firstly, you can craft and place a respawn beacon. You can only have one of these though, and placing another will prevent spawning at another. It essentially just overwrites it. Another place to respawn could be at your subfief. Your subfief is where your home base is, so spawning here will place you in your base. As you explore, you'll run into points of interest. You will have the option to spawn at last point of interest you passed by. And lastly, your vehicles also work as a respawn point. I found this out in the beta weekend, by the way, guys. I was riding, got attacked and died, and was able to spawn at my vehicle, so this does work. They say it's so long as that they aren't stored in your vehicle backup tool. So as long as they're out and about and sitting in the open world, you can teleport to it. Albert asks, how many vehicles can we carry at a time? You can carry and own up to 10 vehicles, land and air at any time. As you progress, you'll be able to craft a vehicle backup tool, VBT. This lets you store either one sandbike or a light ornithopter to place somewhere else. You can only ever carry one VBT at a time. Phew, and that was a lot to go through, and we hope the stream's gameplay and reveals have fueled your excitement for launch. There isn't much time between now and June 10th, but we have more coming your way, including showcases of the schools of the Imperium, We also have even more trailers that focus on what to expect in the end game as well as combat. Stay hydrated and see you in the next Communinet Signal, they say. Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for Communinet number 8. I hope that answered a few of your questions. There are many more that we could get answered. I'm potentially thinking about running a podcast and seeing if any of the developers would like to join me on like a little 30-minute podcast to maybe answer some questions. So if you guys have any questions for the development team at Dune Awakening, I do have a little bit of communication with them and this could potentially happen. So please make sure to drop your questions down in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, Sandwalkers.